What if I made the wrong choice? The weather turned, the path turned hard. Some people in our group turned back. I didn't. There was a year I stopped trusting my own business decisions. That year was 2009. This is why I left everything behind and walked into the Himalayas. People think I went for the mountains. The real reason was simpler. My mind was overloaded with decisions and I needed clarity. Business felt shaky, money felt shaky, even my personal life felt shaky. Every part of my world felt uncertain at the same time. Let me take you back a few years in 2004. I stopped my engineering studies. In my family, no one had ever run a business before. That choice was a big risk, and not everyone understood it. The expected path was simple: study, get a job, build a stable life. That is what many parents want for their child: safety, certainty, a future you can count on. But inside me, there was another voice, a voice that wanted to build something of its own. So business became my path, and business brought risk with it. Then the world economy crashed in 2008. Money became hard to find. Customers become careful with every payment. Deals that were almost done suddenly fell apart. Every single day brought a new problem to solve. Meetings that used to feel exciting started to feel heavy. Decisions that used to feel simple started to feel dangerous. And underneath all of it, one question kept going louder: what if I made the wrong choice? At that age, it felt like standing at a crossroad with no map, no guarantees, only questions. During that time, something else also was happening closer to home. Family started to worry. Friends started to worry. Some of them, without meaning to, kept reminding me of every risk. They did this because they loved me, because they wanted to protect me. But when you are already carrying 100 of unresolved decisions, worry from outside doesn't calm you down, it added to the loud. Slowly, it got harder to think clearly. If this is your first time here, I am Bhadresh Nayak. I talked about business, decisions, and staying clear. Then one day I heard about a trek into the Himalayas, and something in me woke up. For the first time in months, my mind stopped, circling the same problems. So the preparation began. I started walking every morning, even before sunrise. I paid attention to food, sleep, and exercise again. I made lists: what to carry, what to leave behind, what my body could actually handle at that altitude. I asked people who had trekked before. I listened to every small tip they gave me. None of that preparation had anything to do with the mountains yet, but looking back now, the healing had already started. One more thing made this trip different. I didn't know a single person in that trekking group. Nobody knew about my business. Nobody knew the story I was carrying, and that gave me something rare: a chance to start over, even for a few days. I still think about this sometimes. Whenever everything around me felt uncertain, in a business, in a career, in a personal life, maybe my mind was simply asking for a change of direction. Not a bigger plan, not a perfect answer, just a different direction. For me, that distance gave me a space to hear my own thoughts again. I don't know if that's true for everyone. Maybe it's worth asking yourself. For me, life felt too heavy to figure out while standing still. Sitting with the problem wasn't working, so I moved. I went somewhere new. I changed what was around me, and somehow that helped me to understand what was inside me. I thought I was just preparing for a trek, but the mountains had other plans for me. Because on the very first day, the weather turned, the path turned hard, and some of the people in our group even decided to turn back. I didn't know it yet, but that one difficult day was about to teach me something I still carry today. I will tell you exactly what happened in the next video. I have come to wonder about something: maybe when your business or your life feels uncertain, that isn't always a sign something is wrong. Maybe it's your mind asking for a new direction. What do you think? Thank you for staying connected with me. See you in the next video. Sometimes walking away is how you find your way back to yourself.